Ever heard of a website where you could buy anything, no questions asked? Welcome to Silk Road, a story that's as captivating as it is controversial. Imagine a place hidden in the internet's shadows where the impossible becomes possible. This isn't fiction. It's the true tale of how Ross Ulbricht, a regular guy, built an underground empire and changed the digital world forever. Building the empire. Once upon a time, Ross Ulbricht had an idea that would shake the foundations of the internet. Picture a young, bright-eyed dreamer wanting to create a space where people could buy and sell freely, away from prying eyes. Using mysterious tech like Tor and Bitcoin, Ulbricht turned Silk Road from a dream into a reality, opening a digital Pandora's box that would be both revolutionary and infamous. Silk Road. The anything goes marketplace. Imagine logging onto a website and finding everything you couldn't find on Amazon. That was Silk Road. Here, in this hidden corner of the internet, shoppers found a catalog of the forbidden. This wasn't your typical online shopping trip. From the curious to the dangerous, Silk Road had it all. Let's take a dive into the variety of goods that made this marketplace the legend it is today. The man behind the curtain, Ross Ulbricht. Ross Ulbricht wasn't your average criminal mastermind. From his start as a Texas Boy Scout to becoming the kingpin of an online empire, Ulbricht's journey is nothing short of a roller coaster. Explore the transformation of a man who started with a vision of freedom and ended up on a path he never expected, showing us the complex layers behind the creation of Silk Road. The unstoppable growth of Silk Road. Silk Road didn't just grow, it exploded. Imagine a marketplace that went from a hidden gem to a buzzing hive of activity, where every transaction pushed the boundaries of the digital age. We'll break down how Silk Road became more than a marketplace, evolving into a phenomenon with a life of its own, driven by the power of anonymity and Bitcoin. The dark side of Silk Road. Every story has its shadows, and Silk Road is no exception. Behind the facade of freedom and anonymity lurked consequences that reached far beyond the digital realm. In this section, we grapple with the moral complexities and real-world impact of Silk Road's offerings, shedding light on the darker repercussions of this digital marketplace. Catching the digital phantom. The hunt for Dread Pirate Roberts. Catching a ghost in the digital world? That's what it felt like for law enforcement chasing Dread Pirate Roberts. Step into the high-stakes game of cat and mouse that unfolded as authorities used cutting-edge technology and old-fashioned detective work to track down the elusive mastermind behind Silk Road. The downfall of Silk Road. Every empire has its end, and Silk Road was no different. Experience the dramatic climax of Silk Road's saga, from Ulbricht's capture to the courtroom battles that followed. Discover how the fall of this digital empire sent shockwaves through the internet and left us questioning the balance between freedom and control. The aftermath and legacy. Silk Road may be gone, but its echoes remain. Venture into the aftermath of its shutdown, the rise of imitators, and the ongoing debate it sparked about digital privacy, innovation, and the limits of the internet. Reflect on the legacy of Silk Road and what it means for the future of online freedom and regulation. The story of Silk Road is a modern myth, a tale of ambition, freedom, and the shadows that lurk behind innovation. As we turn the final page, we're left with more questions than answers about the digital world we navigate daily. Silk Road's legacy is a reminder of the internet's power to innovate and disrupt, challenging us to think about the kind of digital future we want to create.